Princess Nerida drove the ceremonial dagger through her palm, letting blood drip into the churning ocean below. "I volunteer as tribute to the sea god." The crowd gasped. Her father, the king, lunged forward. "Nerida, no, you're not the chosen bride. The ritual says willing blood can replace the lottery." She held her bleeding hand over the waves. "I'm willing." "You foolish girl!" The high priest grabbed her wrist. Lady Celeste was chosen fairly. Nerida yanked free, addressing the terrified girl in white. "Celeste is 12 years old. I'm 23 and trained in combat. If someone must face a monster, let it be me." Thunder cracked across clear skies. The sea turned black as night. "He's coming!" someone screamed. The water exploded upward in a towering geyser. When it fell, he stood on the waves, tall as 3 men, skin like polished pearl, eyes deeper than ocean trenches. The sea god had arrived. "Who dares alter my bride price?" His voice was crushing depths and roaring tides. Nerida stepped forward, legs shaking, but chin high. "I offer myself in place of the chosen. The old laws permit it." He moved like liquid, suddenly inches from her face. "You smell of steel and rebellion, not innocence and fear. Good, you've had enough weeping virgins thrown at your feet." The crowd gasped at her boldness. The god's eyes narrowed. "You don't fear me?" "I fear what you'll do to my kingdom if unsatisfied. But you personally? No." "Fascinating." He circled her slowly, water swirling around them. 100 brides in 100 centuries. None ever volunteered. None ever talked back. "Maybe that's why you keep needing new ones." He laughed, a sound like underwater avalanches. "You think they're dead? Aren't they? The boring ones." He stopped before her. "The interesting ones become something else." "What?" "Mine." His hand touched her face, cold and electric. "But you're different." "Because I volunteered?" "Because you're lying." His thumb traced her jaw. "You don't care about saving that child you wanted to escape." Nerida's breath caught. "That's not." "I taste truth in water, princess. Your tears last night when they announced your engagement to Prince Marcus. Your fury when your father sold your future for an alliance. Stop. You volunteered to die rather than marry him." She slapped him. The god didn't move, but her hand stung like she'd hit stone. "Feel better?" he asked, amused. "Yes. Good. Now we can speak honestly." He turned to the crowd. "The tribute is accepted. Leave us." "Nerida!" her father called out. She didn't look back. "Go, father. You got your alliance with Marcus through my sister anyway." The god waited until they were alone. Then his form shifted, becoming more human-sized, though no less otherworldly. "Why do you think I demand brides?" "Because you're cruel." "Because I'm lonely." The admission hung between them. "Do you know what it's like, existing since before land touched air? Watching civilizations rise and fall like waves?" "No. But I know what it's like to be in a palace full of people and feel utterly alone." He studied her. "You're not afraid of dying." "I've been dying slowly my whole life. At least this death has meaning." "Who said anything about death?" He offered his hand. "Come see your new home." "The bottom of the ocean." "Only if you can't adapt." His fingers intertwined with hers, and suddenly she could breathe as water covered them. "Most can't, but you have old blood. Sea witch ancestry, 3 generations back." "That's impossible. My family is..." "Lying to you." "Why do you think your tears taste like salt more than others? Why you've always heard the ocean calling?" She had. Every night, waves sang lullabies only she could hear. They descended through layers of blue, past fish that glowed like stars, through forests of kelp that bowed as they passed. Finally, a palace emerged, carved from pearl and coral, lit by bioluminescent life. "It's beautiful," she breathed, surprised she could speak. "It's empty." He released her hand, but she didn't float away. 1,000 rooms. No one to fill them. What happened to the other brides? The ones who survived? He gestured to a garden where figures danced in the current. They chose to become sea spirits, free to roam, but no longer human, no longer able to... To what? To be companions. To be equals. His ageless eyes held exhaustion. They become part of the sea, but not part of me. Nerida swam closer to the garden, watching the spirits dance. They were beautiful, but vacant, like living statues. They look happy. They feel nothing that's not happiness, it's absence. The god's voice carried centuries of disappointment. I offered them immortality. They chose oblivion. And if I refuse both, then you stay human, and humans can't survive here long, even with sea witch blood. How long? A month, maybe 2. Nerida turned to face him fully. What's your name? You can't just be sea god. Pelagios, though no one has asked in 3 centuries. Pelagios! She tested the name. Why not just take someone by force? Why this elaborate ritual? Because forced love is no love at all. He moved through the water, like silk. I want someone to choose me. Not the power, not the immortality. Me. But you barely give them a chance to know you before they choose transformation or death. Because none ever wanted to know. He gestured around the palace. They see this prison and never ask about the jailer. Tell me then. She settled on a coral throne. You have 1 month to convince me. Convince you of what? That you're worth staying human for. His eyes widened, the first genuine surprise she'd seen. You'd consider it? I volunteered to die rather than live a lie. Maybe I could volunteer to live for something real. You don't know me. Then teach me. She leaned forward. Show me who you were before loneliness made you cruel. I wasn't always cruel. No, the old songs speak of a god who saved drowning sailors, who guided lost ships home. What changed? Pelagios sank beside her throne. Betrayal. The first bride I ever took. I didn't demand her. She came willingly. A pearl diver who'd gotten tangled in kelp, I saved her, fell in love, gave her immortality. What happened? She fell in love too, with a human sailor, used the powers I gave her to leave the sea forever. His fists clenched, causing whirlpools. So I made the ritual. If someone must be my bride, let the land choose them. You've been punishing innocent girls for 1 betrayal? When you live forever, 1 betrayal echoes eternally. Nerida slipped from the throne, kneeling before him. What was her name? Why? Because you've turned her into a monster in your memory. Make her human again. Say her name. Marina. The word rippled through water. Her name was Marina. And she hurt you. She destroyed me. No. Nerida touched his face. She disappointed you. You destroyed yourself. He caught her wrist. Careful, princess. I'm still a god. And I'm still unimpressed. But she didn't pull away. 1 month, Pelagios. Show me the god from the old songs. Days blended into weeks. He taught her to speak to dolphins, to command currents, to see in the darkest depths. She taught him to laugh again, to find joy in small things, the way light fractures through water, the dance of jellyfish, the songs of whales. You're not taking the transformation, he said one evening as they watched volcanic vents paint the darkness red. No, but you're not dying either. He turned to her, confused. Your body is adapting. Maybe because I'm not fighting it. She took his hand. Or maybe because you're not forcing it. Nerida, his voice held warning, don't make me hope. Why not? You made me hope. She pulled him closer. I came here to die, remember? Now I wake up eager to see what you'll show me. This won't last. You'll miss the sun. I miss nothing from up there. Your family sold me for politics. She cupped his face. You're the first person to ever ask what I wanted. What do you want? Time more than a month, more than human years allow. I can give you that, but the cost? Will I become like them, empty? I don't know, you're already different, stronger. Because I chose this. She kissed him, tasting salt and eternity. I choose you. The palace shook. Light exploded from where they touched. When it faded, Nerida remained human, but changed. Her eyes held depths. Her skin shimmered like scales in certain light. "What did you do?" Pelagios gasped. "Not me. Us." She felt the power humming in her bones. "The sea accepted me as your equal, not your possession." "That's impossible." "So was volunteering." She stood, pulling him up. "Now show me how to stop tsunamis. My father's probably panicking." If this tale of ancient love and sacrifice captured you, subscribe for more epic romances. Comment: would you choose eternal love or mortal life? Smash that like for more mythology reimagined.